Well, it's good morning from a foreigner in the Philippines, and we're looking at a little jug. I mixed this jug and I mixed some milk in, and then I put it on the countertop, and I didn't wash it, and of course it was a source of food. So look what we have. We have two beautiful little lizards, and these things are everywhere here. I mean, every place has a ton of these things. We're in the Philippines, and this is as almost as common as the household fly in, say, the UK or America. Look how pretty they are. So I'm going to let these go, of course. Why would I do otherwise? So watch them scoot. So they get into there and then they can't get out. Okay guys, time to get out. I'm going to have some encouragement. Oh no, they don't want to go. They're coming. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on out. I was asked to do a video of our animals here on, we can't do the carabao. I don't know where the carabao is. Well, I don't think so. Anyway, maybe I can find the carabao. But here's, I guess, on the food chain, we'd have to say that these are the bottom. Come on. Hey, there we go. Okay. Oh, you're free, you know. You can go now. Yeah. Whoa! Look at that. Okay, so let's take a walk around. Now I was sitting out here with our friend, our camera shy friend, who doesn't want to be filmed, so we're not going to film him. But today was rare because the Pussycat came and sat with me while I was having my coffee, and then actually sat on my knee. Didn't you, Puss? You're feeling affectionate today. Now this is our Beth's name for the greatest mom, and she is called Pussycat. And that black nose is because she likes to go on the open fire cooking and root around and, well, get what she can. She knows how to open some of the pots. Here she is, look. Now, I've talked about Pussycat's history before, but for those new subscribers, Pussycat has had 2 strokes. Now you can see that she is nursing at the moment. She's nursing 4 kittens, but she didn't like to be on display, so she took her kittens away and she hid them, and we don't know where they are. But she is the greatest mom, so we're not worried about those kittens. I was with her when she had them, and she came and sat with us. And since her stroke, she is changed. It changed the way that she thinks, and now she only has certain times when she wants to be fussed about, and seems like this is one of those times, so she's accepting the fussing, and she is the greatest mom. She even will nurse, she will allow Golden, who is her daughter, but is now grown up and has had at least one litter of her own, or two. Wasn't a very good mum on the first one, and we lost both of the kittens. But the second one, Golden, turned into a good mum. But even now she still comes and nurses on her own mother. So here on our little deck is a place where as soon as we sit down, I come out and have my coffee here, and as soon as I do, the animals will come. Come on, it's okay. The animals will come and join me. And this is our very affectionate. This is Snow. Now she used to have a sister. We lost the sister. Sister died. But Snow is good and alive, and is a very affectionate little dog, aren't you? Oh, very affectionate. She's lovely. All of the dogs in the Philippines, they're skinny. There's no point in criticizing the dogs or the animals here on Western standards, because they're different. And that's what I see. And you can see that Snow is in good shape. She's in good shape. She's not an old dog. And you can see that Pussycat is beautifully groomed and healthy. Are you beautiful? Look at those happy eyes. So let's see if we can find some of the other dogs. As I always say, really, it's a dog's life, really? Look at this. It's a beautiful day. And it's not too hot, actually. It's not too hot. Now this is Puppy. I have my own names for these dogs. Puppy was one of the... At first she was a bully, and she used to bully Basher. And then Basher grew up, and Basher grew up bigger than Puppy. And now Puppy is the one, Puppy is the one that gets bullied. And as I said, Pussycat will be strange. She came and sat on my lap today, and normally if I were to take Pussycat, come on, psst. If I were to take Pussycat and put her on my lap, she would get down. But now she's following me round. What is it, honey? Hmm? What? She just needs, sometimes she needs company. And she wants to show you her butt. Can you point that thing somewhere else? Huh? Can you? And this is Miney. Miney. I have a feeling that Miney's pregnant. Have you gone and done it, you naughty girl? Hmm? Have you? Miney used to be the top dog, and boy, she could be harsh. She would keep everybody in line, but then Basher grew up, and now Miney is not the top dog anymore. So she's a little reserved. So, let's see if I can find the goats. Now we have a male goat. I think we have 3 or 4, or maybe 5 goats, I'm not quite sure. Depends who's had an offspring. But this is our handsome male. I think we have another male as well. Now, what a good looking guy he is. Look at that, he's got a lovely goatee. And look at those markings. Those markings on the legs. So now sometimes when these goats feed, they go down on their knees, and you can see that little white patch is not a colouring, that's where he's gone down on his knees and he's fed. But look at his beautiful markings. He really is pretty handsome. Now they won't. We put a line on them. I say we. I don't actually have anything to do with the animals, because I'm a city boy. What do I know? You see what I mean? Look, Pussycat has followed me again. What is it, baby? Huh? What? Are you talking to me? Okay. Now let's see if I can find the goats. There's a mama goat and a baby, and well, there's another. I believe that's another male. A little bit ordinary looking after the last handsome guy, but he's got horns. Now I did see on Facebook once how goats can be quite aggressive. I haven't found that. Maybe they're not friendly, but I haven't found that they're aggressive. And now the mom goat and the baby have come up, and here's the Pussycat following me again. Hey, what? Why are you're so needy today? Hmm? And here's our goats. So, there's a mama goat. And the baby. Guess where I found them this morning? They were in the pool. Now, trying to get close, but not so close that they start getting freaked out and running away. That one has the big guy has a broken horn, as you can see. Now, for a while, the baby was very friendly. I used to pick the baby up and pet her, him, she, he, it. Not quite sure which. And even now, you can pet both of them, and they'll put up with it as long as they can't run away. But they're not aggressive. But no doubt, if I go too close, they'll get up and run away. Hey, baby. Hey, pretty good. Let's see if I can pet. I don't think so. No, they're getting restless. I don't want to disturb them. Here, babe. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes, there you go. There you go. Wow, you're good, aren't you? Mm-hmm. And they found this nice shady place. They were out in the pool where it was sunny, but against the tile, I guess that's cool. And now they've come here and they're sitting here. Oh, look at that. Well, and look who's here again. You'll follow me. You're my shadow today. Now I've seen Pussycat, you know, in so many homes. People send us pictures of their Pussycat. Looks exactly like ours. So this is a very it's a common design, you know. On this here, Golden is all of this, but two of the kittens, I know that she had, when I was with her, she had two kittens. One of them was a breech birth, and I had to pull the second kitten. I had to help her to come out. The head was stuck inside Pussycat, so I gave some gentle tugs and helped the baby out. Don't know why I would do that, except that once they've started the passage out, I think that they can they can suffocate if they're not helped. So they're supposed to come out head first for a reason, so that they're not short of air. So I helped out the second one, and then Pussycat stopped, I guess for a breather. So we went out and reported, hey, 2 healthy kittens. That's all. But she was huge. So we wondered why. And sure enough, she went ahead when she was in the dark on her own, and she produced another 2 kittens. So those 2 kittens, with the other 2, we put into a big box, one of the old Balikbayan boxes that Beth's mom insists on keeping sometimes. And Pussycat lived in there for a couple of days, and then I asked about the kittens the other day. I don't go in there and keep bothering this lady, so let her get on with doing what she does, and she feeds them and she goes back and forth and takes care of them, and we let her do that without intruding. And then she comes out and she wants company. Sometimes, if I'm privileged, she sits on my lap and lets me stroke her head, and then she goes off and does her thing, or she follows me around like this, and wherever I am she will come and sit with me. But she doesn't always want to be petted or held or picked up. No, she'll get free of that, and then she goes maybe a couple of feet away if I'm working at the desk, and she goes and she sits and she does what she's doing now. Yeah, and she talks to me sometimes. What's the problem? What's the problem, young lady? Huh? Well, apparently the problem is solved, as long as she can just sit here and have some company without being messed about. So I'm looking around, and it's a very beautiful day. Look at the sky. We had some real rain. Sorry, I meant real wind today. Got very windy. Found a couple of loose sheets of iron and made a lot of noise. And then it just faded, and you can look on the coconut tree there. Not very much rain, not very much wind at all. Can't separate my wind from my rain this morning. See, so it's very gentle. And down there is Lena's house. And what I noticed today, for the first time, I haven't really heard bird song. And yet I saw today several birds, and there was one there, just flew by. You can see them. They're tiny. They look like sparrows to me. But they love this overhead. I don't know whether you can hear that. So it's kind of a chattering. It looks like a sparrow, but I don't think it is, because I've never really been much aware of sparrows making a whole lot of noise. And that's our quiet place there, and that's our friend Wilbert, and he's accompanied by a dog, of course. Dogs like to go and sit up there, and they like to be with people. I find that dogs are very gregarious. They really want to be. And look who's still here. She's still here, and she's settled in. As long as I'm here, she probably will just sit. And she's letting me pet her, as long as I don't expect her to sit on my knee. And she keeps herself beautiful. Aren't you beautiful? Hmm? Now you should be able to hear those birds now. But they're tiny little things. And some of the other birds that we've seen nest up, I think, in the huge, huge. Look at the size of that tree. That's a mango. And you can see the new growth separate from the old. So it must have had some real new growth there. Look at the difference in color of the leaves. Same tree. And then growing right up inside that, it seems, is a coconut. And then another one there to the side is going up. And right next to it, we've got the banana trees. I planted that banana tree. And once the banana tree has fruited, then it dies apparently. It usually gets, well, it falls over and it gets cut out, but it's already spread its seed, and then in the lighter shade of that tree you can see the new one, and that's the newbie, and this one here is new as well. And in the Philippines they use those leaves for all kinds of things. They use them for the traditional way of eating when it's a get-together, like like having a barbecue. And they take those leaves down, wash them, and then they lay them out on the table, and they spread the rice in a big bed of rice, and then whatever the dish is, here they call, say they're serving pork or chicken, and they call that the dish, and they spread that out over the top, and people eat with their fingers. And right next to it, look at that cactus. And those cactus are very hardy plants, for as much as I know about cactus and about plants. And over there is another one. That's the kind of the more traditional, what I would have said was a cactus. And there's a little one here. Look, that's being nurtured. Okay, honey, I'm going. Okay. And she's coming with me. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Well, you've been the star of the show. You've been in every frame, I think. Now, where are we going? You going home? Okay. She's ready to go in. Okay, you want to say bye-bye? You want to say bye? Yeah, that's as good a bye-bye as you'll get. Okay, thanks for being with me. This is A Foreigner in the Philippines. A little look at some of our animals, at least. We never got to see Basha, but Basha will be sleeping somewhere. See you on another time.